Hello and welcome to the demo video of Sensibull, India's first option trading platform. Before we start even wondering why Sensibull, we should know why options. Options, if traded with Sensibull, do not require any expert knowledge because we have made it for simple beginners. It gives you higher returns than stocks, that's because of leverage. It has higher probability of success than stocks. You'll find out soon how. You can make money in options even if nothing happens in the market. So it's not a directional play. It's not about getting it right up or down. It's about playing maths wisely, like card counters in a casino. And options give you limited losses no matter what happens. So unlike a futures or a stock where you could be down quite a bit, with options you can control how much loss you want to make before the trade is even put, and that means peace of mind. So because of these benefits, we thought options trading is a great place for beginners, and that's why we made Sensibull. You can learn more about why or how Sensibull does it through the link on the screen. Let's move on and find out some of the benefits of Sensibull. So Sensibull, as we said, is a dedicated option trading platform targeting all sorts of option traders, beginners, intermediates, and experts. We make option trading profitable, we make it safe, and we try and make it fun. With Sensibull, you can learn everything about options for free. Our education program is entirely free, no strings attached. We make trading safe because we give you limited loss strategies. We warn you every time there's something is going wrong, and we give you insights on your positions. With Sensibull, somebody with an absolute zero knowledge of options can start trading safely, and we help you practice options with virtual trading without any real money. We tell you the best option strategies to trade for your market predictions, and we help you analyze your positions and know what to expect. Finally, we give you powerful tools and data to have an informed view of the market, and this is very important for intermediate to advanced traders. So without saying too much about this in this PPT, let's jump right in and see some of the features. Our first feature is easy options. It's a free feature. It's the easiest way for a beginner to start with small profits and small losses. So all you have to do in this is you have to predict if market is up, down, or neutral this week, and we'll take care of the rest. So think about it this, right? If I were to ask you, will Nifty be 11,382 or 11,146? You'll be like, I have no idea what these numbers are. But if I were to ask you, is it going to be up, down, or neutral? Now that's a bet which anybody can practically take, right? So let's just check out the platform straight away with easy options. So this is easy options. Typically how it starts is you come to easy options and we tell you this is where Nifty is right now. Where is it going to be the end of this week? You can say it's either strong, neutral, or weak. So I'm feeling a little bearish right now, so I'm going to say weak. So we give you a very simple option and a simple option strategy. So look at it this way, right? If I tell you this is your max profit, this 4,800 number, and there's no way on earth you can lose more than $2,600 by market closing tomorrow, or I mean, you can't lose $2,600 come what may. It's easy for you to take the trade, right? Because fear comes when you don't exactly know what is about to happen. But if you are told, look, you won't lose more than this much money, then you can absolutely take this trade, right? So that's why we made easy options. So if you are apprehensive that I don't want to risk too much money, I just want to take small bets on the market, this is the perfect place to start with just a loss of 2,600 rupees. No matter what happens, you can start trading. So you look at this option, you like this option, you hit on the trade button, and that's it. Now let's go to the next feature, which is virtual trading. Virtual trading, so let's just take one step back, right? If you don't even want to lose that 2,600 rupees and you want to absolutely get started with nothing, right? You want to trade with nothing. You don't want to lose any money at all. You're just trying, experimenting. That's completely all right with us. So in that case, what you have to do is, instead of the trade button, in every screen in Sensibull, there's a button called virtual trade button. So with virtual trade, it's very simple. You click on the virtual trade button. This adds your trade to a virtual trading portfolio. And then you can see your trade in virtual trade. So you can track your P&L, Greeks, do analysis of your trade, do all sorts of stuff in virtual trade. And the best thing about virtual trade is it does not involve any real money. So while you're learning, I'd say this is probably the best place to start. So let's look at the first slightly improvised feature. So this is for people who are regular traders. They have a view on the market. They think things will go here or there, or I mean, people always have views, right? So let's say that you have a view on, let's say, SBI. So you think that SBI is going to 326 because that's the 200 DMA or something, and it's going to go below 326. And let's say you're very specific. You think this is going to go there before the 1st of August. Now the point is, or let's make it July 31st, and that's more fun. The point is, you want to take this trade, right? Now, it's not obvious what exactly is the best option to trade for this view. Is it like a sell call or is it a buy put? Should it be a buy call spread? Should it be a strategy? These are all questions which are not all that obvious, right? So if I were to ask a system, look man, I don't know how to trade options. Why don't you tell me what's the best option to trade? I only understand underlying. I'm good at direction, but this math is not something which I want to do. I have better things to do in life. So that's why you have Sensibull. Click on this go button and you can see which are the best options to trade. So this is the best part, right? So it'll tell you that SBI 29th August 345 put is a great trade for this. You can do a put spread. You can do all these puts. You can do a put spread. This is your profit. This is the capital required. This is your max loss. This is your max profit. You can see the payoff diagram of options. I mean, it tells you everything you need. So if you were wondering, what if I'm right and this goes to 325 on July 31st, then you know that you're going to get exactly 25,000 rupees. So this brings a lot of predictability into trades in the sense that you can pretty much figure out what all you can do using this app, and this actually tells you how much to expect in terms of profit and loss. Now let's make it slightly more interesting. What if you had the same view for, let's say, August 16th, after Independence Day SBI tanks? I don't know why it tanked, but now you can see something interesting. It's not so obvious. The put is not as profit making as the call. The call makes around 17,000 rupees. The put only makes around 15,000 rupees. Now let's say that you want to be even more super specific and you don't want to risk much. You can say that I don't want to lose more than 8,000 rupees. So you get a trade which cannot lose more than 8,000 rupees. So you can control your loss, control your profit. You can get any strategy you want. I mean, there are umpteen number of things you can do on this, and I'll let you do those things. What if you want to do scenario analysis of some of your trades? That's also simple with Sensibull. So think about this, right? You put the SBI put spread, but now you're wondering what will happen to this at different price points. So let's say that your target is this day, 20th August. So on 20th August, if SBI goes to 306, you'll make 14,000 rupees. If it goes to 334, you'll make 4,800. If it goes to 360 and you're wrong, you'll lose 10,800 or whatever that number is. So this is simple, right? See, earlier the problem was nobody had any clue how much money you will make or lose trading options. Now you can exactly predict what you make and what you lose using this analyze feature, and that's pretty cool. It also tells you what's your premium, max profit, max loss. I mean, anything you can think of, it will tell you. And it tells you other things like IV percentile, ATM IV, what's the PCR, what's the max pain, what's your result date. So 2nd August is SBI results. So it's kind of cool in the sense that it completely informs you about everything which can be done. The next feature we'll go to, we went through this, is call or put analyzer. This is an absolute fun feature for people who want to trade just one leg of options. So let's say that I think ICICI Bank is going down for some reason, right? I don't know why I think so, but I think so. And my choice is, so I want to trade for next expiry. I want to trade the ATM call or put, but now my confusion is, should I be doing the call, sell, or the put buy? So let's say my target is 400 and the target date is August, I don't know, 13th, 12th. 13 is unlucky, right? Let's do 12. And now you can see this. See, here's the funny part, right? Most of us would have bought the put if we thought it was going down. But the reality is, if you sell a call, you stand to make around 13,000 rupees, whereas you buy a put, you only make 1,700 rupees. And this is stunning because most of the investors, when they think something is going up or down, their first instinct is to buy a call or buy a put. But the reality is, often selling the options makes much more sense. In fact, for your put to outperform a call, you almost need like a 7% move by 12th of August. And that doesn't happen often. And the later this thing happens, the more call performs. So you can do a lot of scenario analysis on what's the best thing to do. Is it a buy call or a sell put using this feature? This is a brilliant feature again. We warn you every time there's a position you're carrying which might have something going wrong. So for example, in my positions, I have an ICICI Bank portfolio, and you can see that there's a warning there which says results are upcoming on the stock and you might want to know that this is a result stock and get out or get in or whatever you want to do, right? Here's another warning. This says that this has physical delivery settlement and you need to be careful about this. Here's another warning which says that you have stop loss missing on this stock and you have to be careful. Another type of warning we give is every time you put a trade, right, and we think that there's going to be a event which can affect your trade, and we think that there's an event which is going to affect your trade, we warn you in advance that look, there's an event which is going to happen on this trade and you might want to keep clear of this. Here are some more examples of warnings. What are our other beginner features? You can see this here, a lot of videos, a lot of blogs, a lot of content is free, and we'll always keep it that way. You can also have a simple cheat sheet to learning options if you look at this part of the platform. We already talked about risk alerts, and we are building something called discipline engine, which kind of keeps you safe from very drastic gambles. So what's the result of all of this? You don't blow up your account. It keeps you safe. You can learn and experiment without jumping in and making mistakes. We give you realistic, calculated profit strategies and not get rich quickly scheme. That's something which we'll never tell you. We'll never claim that we'll start you off with 1 lakh rupees and make it 1 crore at the end of 1 year. Nobody can do it unless I don't know who can do it. There's no unless to that, right? We give you limited loss, controlled risk, a great way of playing the market, not some, gambling tendency which you should absolutely avoid. And if you have less losses, you have more peace of mind, which means the quality of your life is so much more better. Let's look at pro features now. One of the pro features which we have is what is called the strategies builder. Strategies builder allows the pro inside you to build any custom strategy. You know what's really funny? Everybody who's a pro who's watching this video already knows what that is, but I'm just gonna do one for the sake of it nevertheless. So I'm going to do a calendar spread on SBI and let's see what it looks like. All right, we have a calendar spread and you can see the payoff. You can see what happens at different levels of SBI. And this is fun, right? I mean, you can see your payoff, visualize everything and do that. We also tell you Greeks, IV, IVP, max pain, PCR, all sort of decision making metrics. You can track strategies together using builder, of course, and this is the one-stop solution if you are a very serious option trader. What else do we have? We have a lot of data and analytics, which let's go through them one by one. Another feature which we made is open interest analysis. Now this is brilliant for beginners, experts, pretty much anyone. This tells you what is the open interest action in any given stock on any given day. So today, for example, was a bearish day and you can see that calls were added and puts were gone, right? You could also see the historical change in IV with each in open interest with each day. So you can see that. You can see how open interest shifts with each day. You can see that this was what open interest was on 4th of July. You can see 15th of July. And this basically tells you what the market is doing so that you can do pretty much what the big guys in the market do, right? Another very cool predictive tool which we have made is the screener. Screener helps you look at event action stocks. So look at this, right? It tells you the highest volume stocks for today. So you can see that M&M has 13.2 times volumes, Torrent Pharma has 11 times volumes. It helps you look at the open interest change. So you can see where massive open interest has got added. It helps you look at PCR so that you can see how PCR is changing the market. It helps you look at stocks which have long build up. So this is a bad day and you can't see too many stocks with that. It helps you look at stocks with long unwind, short covering, there's nothing, and short build up. That's practically all the stocks. So this is one place where you can easily identify opportunity. So for example, I want to say that I want to sell high IV options which are very liquid, which have a short build up happening. So I can do this right now. This tells me that these are some of the stocks which extremely high IVs, massive action happening in open interest with a bearish PCR or bullish PCR with volumes. So this kind of helps you go through the market and spot opportunities quickly. You can see a more detailed video of this inside this feature itself, but we'll just keep it at this level for paucity of time. Another one is FII DI data, which tells you what the foreign institutional investors are doing. Finally, we have all these extra resources on trading right and trading psychology, and we have a blog on trading, and there are several other things. So this is a small demo of what Sensibull is all about. You can see all the features list here. You could just check out the platform instead. The main objective why we wanted to do this demo was to introduce you to the platform and not to describe anything in detail. Every single part of this platform is described in great detail inside the platform itself on a video on that page. By looking at that video, you'll be able to figure out much more on how to make use of the platform and get the best out of it. So we wish you the very luck in using this platform and making some solid money in options trading. Thanks for watching this. Take care. Bye.